What's the worst thing your sister ever did to you? My sister pretended to have diabetes because she was jealous of the attention my diabetes got from our parents. Julia was 5 years older than me and treated my type 1 diabetes like a personal insult. She hid my blood glucose meter before meals, stole my juice boxes meant for low blood sugars, and told our parents I was faking symptoms for attention. When I was 10, she threw away my insulin before a family trip and I ended up in the ICU. She told everyone at school I was faking symptoms to get special treatment. My parents told me to be patient with her, that she was just jealous of the medical attention. They had no idea how dangerous her jealousy would become. When Julia was 18, she announced at dinner that she felt dizzy and shaky between meals. She pulled out one of my blood glucose meters, went through the logs, and claimed some of the strange numbers were actually hers from when she borrowed it once. Mom immediately booked her an endocrinologist appointment, while Julia bragged to her friends that she was probably about to be diagnosed with diabetes. The blood tests showed perfect results, but Julia insisted they must have overlooked her reactive hypoglycemia. Within a week, she demanded the same meal plan and accommodations I had and synchronized her fake symptoms with my real insulin schedule. Every week brought new dramatic low blood sugar episodes for Julia. Never mind that you can't have dangerous lows without injecting insulin, which she didn't do. No logic there. She collapsed in stores, shook uncontrollably, and demanded juice while people panicked. She studied my real symptoms and perfected them the way my hands trembled. The confusion during a drop, even the slurred speech I got when my blood sugar fell too fast. She timed her fake episodes for maximum attention, and once staged a full seizure at my birthday party, thrashing on the floor until someone gave her cake. Paramedics who came found her blood sugar normal, but she claimed her meter was broken. Our parents spent thousands on specialists who found nothing. Julia even joined diabetes support groups, spreading misinformation to real diabetics. Then she decided the reason for her low sugars without insulin was being near my insulin, so she demanded separate refrigerators. She woke our parents at 3 a.m., claiming dangerous lows, and forced them to make her food while I handled my real nighttime lows alone, because unlike her, I wasn't a baby. The truth finally came out at Thanksgiving. Julia pulled her usual dramatic collapse when our visiting cousin mentioned seeing a huge stash of candy in her room an hour earlier. Julia froze mid-shake. Our aunt, a nurse, grabbed Julia's meter and tested her right there 95. Perfectly normal. The shaking stopped instantly as everyone stared at her. She tried claiming the candy was treatment for an earlier low, but our aunt tested her again 10 minutes later, still 95. No diabetic's blood sugar stays that stable after eating candy. That night, our parents searched her room and found her diary, where she admitted everything. She had spent over a year faking, researching every detail of diabetes to make her act convincing. They told her she had 30 days to find somewhere else to live. She screamed that they were choosing their defective child over their healthy one, but this time they didn't cave. But Julia wasn't done. The next morning, I woke up to my insulin pump beeping empty, which was impossible since I'd changed it the night before. All my backup insulin pens were missing from the fridge. My emergency glucagon kit was gone. Even my hidden stash in my bedroom was missing. Julia was in the kitchen, holding all my life-saving medication over the sink. "If I can't have diabetes," she said calmly, "then neither can you." She had already poured half down the drain, thousands of dollars of insulin gone in seconds. The rest she held over the garbage disposal. I maybe had 6 hours before my blood sugar would spike dangerously high. The pharmacy was closed for the holiday weekend and wouldn't reopen for 3 days. The nearest hospital was 2 hours away. My parents were out Black Friday shopping and weren't answering their phones. Without insulin, I'd be in diabetic ketoacidosis within hours. My blood would turn acidic while my body consumed itself. "Here's what's going to happen," Julia said, her finger hovering over the disposal switch. "You're going to tell Mom and Dad that you helped me fake this. You taught me how because you wanted someone to share the attention with you. You'll admit you coached me through all those fake seizures. Or I'll destroy the rest of this insulin and you'll see what a real emergency feels like." My blood sugar was already rising. I felt the early symptoms, the thirst, the constant need to pee, the nausea that would soon turn to violent vomiting.